Last month, American companies announced 97,000 job cuts. 40% of them listed the same reason: not the economy, not restructuring, artificial intelligence. That number comes from Challenger, Gray and Christmas, the firm that has tracked layoffs since 1993. This is the receipt. Let's read it. Everyone has an opinion about which jobs AI takes first. Almost nobody shows their work. So we pulled the actual hiring data: payroll records, government projections, layoff filings, company statements on the record. Today we rank the jobs AI is replacing right now, and we separate what is really happening from what is just a headline. The last receipt on this desk is the one most people get wrong. Start with the spike. In January of this year, AI was named in about 7% of announced job cuts. By May, 40%. May was the third month in a row that AI ranked as the #1 stated reason for layoffs in America. Number one, ahead of weak demand, ahead of cost cutting, zoom out and the curve gets steeper. In 2024, companies attributed about 12,700 cuts to AI. In 2025, almost 55,000. This year crossed 87,000 before June. That is more than the previous 2 years combined, with 7 months left on the calendar. Now the names. Amazon announced around 14,000 corporate job cuts last October, then roughly 16,000 more at the start of this year, while telling investors it is building more than 1,000 internal AI tools. Salesforce cut about 4,000 customer support jobs. Its own chief executive, Mark Benioff, says AI now handles roughly half of all customer interactions at the company. These are not predictions. These are filings and on-the-record statements. Here is the caveat, because every scary number on this desk gets one. Announced cuts are not completed cuts. Companies announce big and execute small. And there is a second problem with the paperwork. Telling Wall Street you cut jobs because of AI sounds visionary. Telling Wall Street you cut jobs because sales are soft does not. Harvard Business Review put it bluntly in January. Companies are laying people off for what AI might do, not for what it has proven it can do. Keep that in your pocket. It matters at the end. So which jobs are actually going first? Not in theory. In the hiring data, we found 3 and a pattern underneath them that matters more than any job title. Counting down. Number 3, translators and interpreters. The International Monetary Fund used to employ about 200 staff translators. It now employs about 50. That is one institution, on the record, down 75%. Across the industry, the pay tells the same story. Traditional human translation paid 15 to 30 cents per word. The new job, cleaning up machine output, pays 5 to 15 cents. Microsoft researchers rank translation at the very top of the list of jobs generative AI does best. The caveat: high-stakes legal and medical translation still pays for humans, because being wrong costs more than the translator does. The middle of this market is what collapsed. The job degrades before it disappears. Number 2, entry-level software developers, not all developers, the young ones. Stanford economists tracked payroll records from ADP, covering millions of workers. Employment of software developers aged 22 to 25 fell nearly 20% from its late 2022 peak. On Indeed, software development postings are down more than a third from before the pandemic. Junior titles fell almost twice as hard as senior ones. And the New York Fed's data shows computer science graduates now face 6.1% unemployment. Computer engineering, 7.5%. The safety degree is not safe. The caveat: Stanford's own follow-up study says high interest rates and the post-pandemic tech correction explain part of this drop. AI is not the only suspect in the room, but it is in the room. Number 1, customer service and call center workers. This is the clearest receipt in the stack. Salesforce, 4,000 support roles cut, with AI handling half of customer interactions. The Bureau of Labor Statistics projects customer service jobs will decline 5% over the next decade, and names automation as the reason. That projection still includes about 340,000 openings a year, but every one of them comes from replacing someone who left, not from growth. The growth is gone. And the caveat here is the best story in this entire video. The payments company Klarna became famous for saying its AI assistant did the work of 700 support agents. Then customer satisfaction slid on complex problems. The savings did not fully show up. And this year, Klarna started hiring humans back. The machine handled the easy tickets. It could not handle the angry customer with a three-part billing dispute. Remember that the next time a press release says a chatbot replaced a department. Now the pattern underneath all three. Stanford calls these workers the canaries in the coal mine. Their study found employment for early career workers, ages 22 to 25, fell 13% in the jobs most exposed to AI since ChatGPT arrived. Same firms, same time period, older workers in the same jobs held steady. Their February update confirmed the trend is holding, and the New York Fed says underemployment for recent college graduates hit 42.5% at the end of last year. The highest since 2020. AI is not deleting job titles. It is deleting the bottom rung of the ladder. The tasks companies use to pay a rookie to learn on. Now the receipt most people get wrong. Because if you zoom all the way out, something strange happens. The Yale Budget Lab has been tracking the entire American labor market since ChatGPT launched. Their finding, updated through March of this year, no sign of mass disruption. The mix of occupations is shifting no faster than it did before AI. Workers in highly exposed jobs are not staying unemployed longer than anyone else. Hold both receipts up to the light. Layoff announcements scream AI. The whole economy data shrugs. How can both be true? 3 ways. First, AI washing is real. Some companies stamp AI on ordinary cost-cutting because investors reward it. Second, the damage is concentrated where the aggregate numbers hide it, at the entry level, in a handful of fields. A 13% drop among 22-year-old coders disappears inside a 160 million person labor market. Third, some of the jobs the headlines buried are actually growing. Exhibit A. In 2016, Geoffrey Hinton, often called the godfather of AI, said we should stop training radiologists. A decade later, the average radiologist earns $571,000 a year, up 9% in a year, with thousands of unfilled openings that take over 4 months to fill. The AI reads the scan. A human still owns the answer. The caveat cuts the other way this time. Independent analysis says the radiologist shortage is smaller than the job boards suggest because nearly half the listings are reposts. The shortage is real. It is just not infinite. Exhibit B. The trades. Since late 2022, postings for HVAC technicians are up 67%. Robotics technicians up 107%. Welders, electricians, construction, all up double digits. Randstad's report title says it plainly. AI cannot build data centers. Every chatbot lives in a building that humans wire, weld, cool, and repair. Nurses are projected to keep growing too. The hands-on economy is not shrinking. It is hiring. So here is what the receipts actually say. Happening now. The entry rung is eroding in customer service, junior coding, and translation, and AI is the leading stated reason for layoffs in America. Projected, but not visible yet. Economy-wide replacement. The honest bottom line is uncomfortable for both sides of this argument. AI is not coming for your job title. It is coming for the way in. The first job. The rookie work every career used to start with. The question that decides the next decade is not which jobs disappear. It is how anyone gets their first one. The numbers will keep moving. We will keep pulling the receipts. Every video is sourced, and every source is in the description. So check our work. If you want the full breakdown in writing, the Receipt Desk newsletter is free on Substack. The numbers behind the noise. We will see you at the desk.